Mookie Betts was doing it all. He was a top hitter in the league, a top fielder in the league, a top zestiest player in the league.
Yes, I've been waiting on this.
I like this.
I've been waiting on this.
Mookie Betts eats corn the long way. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was very creative. And shout out to whoever made that sign.
Oh, you want him to go play second base? No problem. Oh, you want him to play shortstop? No problem. Oh, you want him to bowl perfect games? No issues at all. He was basically Shohei Ohtani without the pitching part. Just replace the pitching with all that other stuff. Except there's been a big disturbance in the force this year. That's changed things, just like if you're part of the 57% of viewers not subscribed yet and enjoy the videos, consider changing that and hitting that button, as Mookie shot down in his hitting production this season. And I don't mean by just a little bit. I mean by a little more than usual. I don't mean there's like one metric or part of his stats that's declined, like power or something. No, it's all down. His career batting average before this year was .291, and the lowest his batting average has ever been in one season was .264. His batting average this year is .241. His career on base percentage going into 2025 was .373. The lowest it's ever been was .340. This year it's .311. And his career slugging percentage going into our great Lord's year of 2025 was .524. The lowest it ever was in a full season was .459. It's .377 this year. He's not hitting to a good average. He's not getting on base, and he's showing virtually no power. Mookie's by far worse than he's ever been at really any point in his career. And because of that, for the first time in 10 years, he wasn't an all-star. Think about that for a second. For 10 straight years, Mookie Betts being an all-star was as likely as a CEO of a company having an affair with his head of HR. So for Mookie to not be an all-star, that's a shift in things. I didn't bring up there being a disturbance in the force for no reason. And for the first all-star break in literally 10 years not being there, Mookie went back to his home in Tennessee, where he of course went to see family, but also to take a ton of swings, just stay as fresh as possible after such a bad start to the season. But after a Friday night game that picked things up right where Mookie left them in the first half, he seemed pretty defeated. Now, nobody else in the Dodger lineup did anything either. Quinn Priester on the Brewers struck out 10 hitters, and Milwaukee didn't even need the second run they got of the 2 they scored all game. They shut LA out. There are some other Dodgers not exactly right now. Tommy Edman had a good first month of the season and has been bad since. Teoscar Hernandez has had a similar version of how Tommy Edman's been going. He was great in April, fell off a little in May, and has been really bad since. But those I wouldn't be too concerned about. Tommy Edman's never been an MVP player with his bat. Teoscar has struggled before, they'll be fine. The bigger concern is Mookie, because Mookie has been an MVP player with his bat. That's what he's been his whole career till now. And after going 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts to begin the second half of his season, Mookie straight up said, I'm lost, because he's never been in the situation of being bad this long. It's very foreign to him, which is kind of badass if you ask me. Imagine being so good that when you struggle for half of one season, you're like, man, this is weird. That's actually kind of a flex, but either way, it's still a problem. Now, I mentioned every results aspect of his stats have been bad, like his average, on base skills, and his power. None of it is good. But when you look at the underlying stuff, like what he's doing that have been leading to these results, it's interesting to see what's really going on. Mookie's batting average being so down may make you think he's striking out more, but no, he's actually striking out less than he ever has in his whole career. And that's saying a lot, because Mookie's never been a big strikeout guy. Take a look at this. It really tells us the whole story, the why of what's going on more than just the what. His K percentage is 96th percentile, meaning he's better than 96% of the league at not striking out. That's insanely good. He's 78th percentile in chasing pitches, meaning he's better than 78% of the league at not chasing pitches outside. And his whiff percentile is 87, same thing. He's better than the vast majority of the league at not chasing pitches, not swinging and missing, and striking out. And he's also better than 100% of the league at squaring balls up, meaning he's actually hitting these baseballs on the sweet spot of the bat. So hold on a second. If you just looked at this, you'd think he was the best hitter in baseball. I mean, this is incredible. Well, now expand it. Bam, that's the answer. He's simply not hitting the ball hard. So he may not be swinging at a ton of bad pitches and swinging and missing a lot, but he's not making solid contact when he does make contact, even when he squares the ball up, which he apparently can't be doing any better. He just doesn't have any power behind it. His swing has lost its thump. Now, you can maybe trace this back to right before the season when Mookie lost 20 pounds because of a stomach virus. I mean, Jesus, 20 pounds. So you can maybe look at that as a factor in his loss of power, even though it's not like he didn't gain that weight back. He did. So, I mean, maybe there's effects that still are with it to this day. I mean, I don't know. I guess that can't really be an explanation, or at least deserve part of the blame for these struggles. I mean, if you think Mookie being a full-time shortstop for as long as he's ever been is what's part of the problem, that'd be wrong. He's been a right fielder mostly his whole career. That's what he was mostly last year, but he's moved to shortstop this year. But his range and throwing accuracy have both gotten way better at shortstop. He's actually been a top-tier shortstop defensively this year. At the end of the day, I think a big thing to remember here is that this is baseball. It's a very simple and cliche answer, I guess, but nobody is immune to struggles like this. It's going to happen. Even stretches this bad and this long for Mookie. It was bound to happen no matter how many years it took to get here. And we're here now, and it sucks, but it also will end. The question of if Mookie Betts will ever get back to what he once was shouldn't even be asked in my eyes. And not just because I have a bias toward the guy, as he's been one of my favorite players for 10 years. No, just logically, he's better than this. Whether you hate him, which I don't know why anyone would ever hate him, or whether you love him, that's clear as day. His game hasn't changed. He's not suddenly lost his approach and became a strikeout machine. No, if anything, he's become even better at avoiding strikeouts. He just needs to find the power behind his swing again to start making his contact harder. You know, it's just a little soft right now, and he's got to get it up, which I have all the faith in the world he will. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.